listening to Zap Night, a video game review podcast. Join your hosts Danny, Kaylee, Seth, and Evan as we review video games from all systems and all genres.
Alright, what's going on, Zappers? It's your boys Seth and Evan back at it again. Playing some more games, having a good time. We got Chocobro here as our special guest, and
let's hear a word from Chocobro real quick.
Thanks, Chocobro. Anyway, so today we're talking about...
Why'd you cut him off like that?
He was taking too long. We're talking about the Doom reboot, Doom 2016, Doom for Switch, however you want to call it. Doom, my bad. It was something.
Actually, if you spell Doom backwards, you get mood. And that's how I felt when I was playing this.
Don't become one of those. Don't become one of those teenagers. They see one thing on Facebook. Oh, that's a mood right there.
It's a fat mood.
That's a mood.
That's what
Doom was a
say,
mood.
Right?
Doom gave me an abundance of moods. I was happy. I was sad. I was never really glad. I was just kind of always sad. Angsty? Yeah? You feel a little angsty playing through this?
Yeah. Something about sawing through the bodies of...
of demons?
Of demons, yeah.
Yeah. It just makes you, I don't know. It's just the way it feels.
It really brings out your inner Ash from Evil Dead,
Yeah.
This is my boomstick.
I've still never seen that movie.
What?
Yeah. That's a discussion for a different day. So Doom was developed by id Software, which we just corrected like 10 minutes ago. It was released on the Switch, the Xbox One, the PS4, and the PC.
Oh, and Bethesda published it.
And Bethesda published it.
Soft.
Yeah, that's what we had the mistake. I thought it was Bethesda who developed it. It was actually
You might recognize them from games like Fallout or Skyrim.
Or the other four ports they released for Skyrim.
Well, they brought some Easter eggs from those into Doom.
Skyrim for Alexa, I'm waiting for that one.
Very special edition.
Very special. And it came out, obviously, in 2016. So, going over to the story, we're going to go to Seth.
All right.
Weather Channel style.
Thank you, Todd.
No problem. Margaret?
You wake up and... You awaken. You're the Doom Slayer, right?
Yeah.
You're just born to destroy demons for some reason.
Just like Chocobro.
Yeah. Anyway, you're pretty much trying to reclaim the colony of Mars from the hordes from hell. And along the way, you meet, Dr. Samuel Hayden. He's there to help you. That's a quote.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least until the game's ending, he was helping you.
But he always was kind of...
Yeah, you can tell he's a bad guy. Like, the whole time he's kind of creepy.
You can hear his voice, yeah.
He's like, that's not a good guy. But there's also Dr. Olivia Pierce. She's pretty much the big baddie of the game. And she's also the final boss. She turns into, like, this big spider thing. Spider demon. And yeah, that was fun.
That wasn't scary for me to fight when I was playing through it.
Her goal was to open up a portal to hell and keep it open so that the demons could basically take over the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But she was apparently like promised stuff. But if you're talking with demons and they don't fulfill their promises, just don't take advice from demons.
Yeah.
Just don't do what they say.
You need to stop right where you are.
If you or a loved one is talking with a demon, please call the number on your screen now.
You might be entitled to financial compensation.
Yeah.
Story?
The hordes of Hellions you fight in Doom are either demons that came through the portal the first time she opened it,
mm-hmm.
which is where all the demons pretty much came from.
Right.
Or they're the citizens of Mars that turned into demons.
Right.
Similar to how she does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Doomslayer's main goal is to stop Pierce from ending the universe, basically, and even goes to hell to do it. Which actually did surprise me a lot. I thought the whole game was just going to be on Mars.
Yeah. But no, you get to go to hell.
But then you get this weird tether system where Hayden can pull you back to Mars and...
Yeah, plot convenience.
Which he does.
Right.
Like I said, she transforms into a spider demon. You obviously destroy her because you're Doom guy.
You're Doom person?
Is it Doom guy or Doom Slayer?
I don't know. I've heard so many things.
They call him Doom Marine.
Because this guy's technically... This is a reboot. This game's a reboot. So I don't know if it's Doom Guy or if it's some other...
Let's call him Master Chief.
There we go. I like that, Master Chief.
But after you beat, Pierce,
mm-hmm.
Samuel Hayden pulls you back to Mars. and takes the Crucible, which was the object that could basically make the portal to hell.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it ends. He's got the key, basically.
Keyblade?
No.
Oh.
I believe they did make a sequel to this game.
They are making a sequel, yep. It was announced at E3 over the summer.
Eternal? Is that Doom Eternal?
I don't remember what... I think it was something. Yeah, I think it might be Doom Eternal, but yeah, the sequel's coming some point this year, so... So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So, story. When I play Doom, I don't really care for the story. I just like killing stuff.
Yeah.
Just shooting things. So I thought the story was for what it was cool. I think Doom 3 had a...
Oh, would you like to go on your Doom 3 spoiler?
No, not yet. No, we'll save that for the end. I think Doom 3, I like Doom 3's better, but I mean, it was still good. I ended up giving it a 7.
A 7.
I give it a 7.
That's very generous.
Very generous? What did you give it?
I gave it a 5.
You gave it a 5.
Because...
Is that being generous?
Yeah.
That's
Honestly, it's like you reboot a game from the 90s, right? It's a classic.
Right.
Not very many games from the 90s had stories.
Right.
And you made it into this?
I didn't see it that bad.
I mean, it just pretty much copies the same concepts from any FPS and any horror movie about hell.
But I mean,
except it's on Mars.
What was cool about this, and what not a lot of games do, is it just throws you right into the battle. Like you wake up and you're already killing stuff.
Yeah, why?
Why not? That's awesome.
I need context. There was almost no story. Like, who is Doom Guy? Why did you wake up in a weird satanic ritual?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you naked? Why are you killing stuff? Why is Hayden a bad guy? Why did Pierce want to open the portal to hell?
See, you're asking too many questions.
It's context.
Yeah, but that's the point of a series, that you ain't more questions. But I think the mystery, and I think a lot of people agree with me, the mystery of not knowing can be kind of exciting.
No one makes Doom theories.
Oh, I'm sure there's someone out there who makes Doom theories. Just because you make a Doom theory doesn't mean you don't care. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have ideas as to what's going on, but they don't have to make a theory about it.
I guess.
Thank you. So 7, 5. So what is it? Is there anything you liked about it?
About the story?
Yeah.
Because
you gave it a 5, so there's got to be something that you enjoyed.
Well, I mean, it was a dynamic plot. I mean, it kept you going, I guess.
Kept you playing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Spiders are cool.
Yeah, spiders are really cool.
I don't actually like spiders. So as soon as that happened, dude, I moved a little bit. I did move my face a little bit from the computer. I'm not a big fan of spiders.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing which you mentioned. You played it on PC.
Yep.
I played it on the Switch.
Yep. Yeah, I played it on the PC. He had my copy of Doom for the Switch. This is right there. And I watched him finish. And
let's just say our reviews are gonna be a little different.
They're gonna be a little different. If any of you guys remember the Half-Life podcast, it's gonna go a little something like that. So
or Sonic Adventure, except the roles are reversed.
Yeah, but with Sonic Adventure, I mean, the controls were still the same. You just had a 360, I had a Dreamcast controller. You had I had one analog stick, you had 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, this is gonna be a very indifferent podcast. So graphics, I thought the game looked amazing. It looked so pretty, dude.
I thought the same thing back before I played it on the Switch, actually. I used to have it on Xbox One. I was like, man, this looks really good.
Right?
Now, playing it on the Switch.
You could play it on your Xbox One. Why didn't you? Was it not
I didn't have it installed.
Was it?
And it was 60 gigabytes to install it.
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty big game.
It would have taken me a month just to get it, so... Like if you guys have ever had bad internet problems.
PlayStation. Anyway, so
on the Switch, when you're playing it on the TV mode, everything looks stretched out and it just doesn't look as good as like the Xbox One.
Right.
But when you're playing it in tablet mode,
it looks good.
It's like the graphics were good then.
And you played it on the tablet the whole way.
Yeah, because I didn't like the way it looked up on the screen.
So what'd you give it graphics wise?
5.
For the.
Because it's half and half, dude. Either it's on the screen and looks bad, or it's on the thing and it looks good.
But for the actual graphics on the tablet, did it look? Did it look good?
Yeah, it looked good.
It looked really good, or it just looked eh?
It pretty much looked like a 360 game,
It looked like a 360 game.
but solid.
Okay, I gave it a 9 because I played it on PC, and my PC can run good games at good graphics quality. So, I mean, I thought the game looked amazing. Shading, awesome. I just swore, I'm sorry. But it looked amazing. But you just didn't have, not on the Switch?
No, did not have a. As you will come to find out, I did not have a fun time on the Switch.
Have you had a fun time?
What do you mean?
Like right now, you having a good time?
Yeah.
Chocobro's having a good time.
I'm having a good time right
Yeah,
now.
having a good time.
Get to slam a game that tortured me for a month.
Oh man, it's like haze.
No,
This is
we
horrible
will
for
not talk about haze.
you. You're not. No.
No more. If I ever hear the word haze come out of your mouth again,
Haze.
I'm done.
Oh man, and I'm getting a call. Anyway, so story. So graphics, gave it a 9, 5. But you docked it half just because it doesn't look as good on the TV as it
It's
does.
half
on
and
the
half.
I know, but we're talking about the graphics, not just how it compares to TV and tablet.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, gameplay. Now
Okay.
for PC, it was very smooth, very fast.
let's talk about that for a minute. The speed. Oh my gosh.
On Switch, I've played a little bit on Switch. It's so hard. It is much harder.
There's absolutely no reason why you need to be running around.
Right.
It's
And-
like Sonic Adventure if it was hard to control.
Right, and it's like in like keeping with like, original Doom and Quake, they're very fast-paced games.
It wasn't just that you're running around fast.
Yeah, but the
you were
look
looking
speed
around
is
really
fast,
fast
yeah.
too. I had to turn the sensitivity all the way down just so I
Yeah.
could aim at stuff.
Yeah, I've always had a problem when it comes to games. It's like always too low and then I turn it up. But this is the first game where I had to actually turn it down to begin with.
Yeah, in a game where there's enemies running and jumping around everywhere on the walls,
You need to
you
have
need to be able to aim.
yeah, you need to have complete control.
And it didn't have that.
Right.
And that's where most of my problems with the gameplay came in.
Mhm.
Other than that, I absolutely loved it after a while.
Yeah.
I just had to get used to everything.
Right.
Like having I don't know, there's just something about the Xbox controller. It's like built for first-person shooters. The Switch, not so much.
No. It's and
But after a while, you do get used to it.
I don't know with the Switch. I don't know if it's because the analog sticks are so small.
The
Or
controller
what?
itself.
It's just
the
so it's just a
Joy-Cons are
small
so
controller, yeah. On PC it was much smoother.
But yeah, once you get into it, like it was fine.
Yeah, it was good. So
I
it ju-
love tearing through the hordes from hell, dude. That's what I pretty much call them.
Yeah.
Hordes from hell, but
I saw you going off with the chainsaw a lot. It was cool. I love the chainsaw was
I
great.
love the chainsaw,
Yeah.
man.
The chainsaw, the guns are great.
Super shotgun.
Super shoddy. Bringing back a old classic from the classic itself.
Yeah.
And it was great. No, the weapons were amazing. Except for the starting pistol that you're given.
Yeah, but yeah,
I used it-
infinite ammo on that too.
Right, I
Which
used
came
it-
in handy because you ran out of ammo a lot.
Right, I used it up until I got the shotgun, and once I got the shotgun, I don't think I ever used it again.
My
Most
only
of the game.
critique for the chainsaw is I could only hold like 3 tanks of gas.
Yeah, as opposed to on the, original Doom where it's just unlimited. Just
Yeah, I love the chainsaw. I want to do more
you
with
want
it.
to do more
you know?
with it, but you're kind of limited, and yeah, that can be a buzzkill.
And if there was like an
Literally a
enemy
buzzkill.
that was like big,
Right.
that was a good one. By
Thank
the
you. Thank you.
And you didn't have enough tanks of gas. You had like maybe 1 left in the chainsaw. You still couldn't kill him with it.
Right.
It's
yeah.
like you could at least stick it in him.
Yeah. No.
And one thing,
You don't know why?
it doesn't even matter how hard you try.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, we're not
We're not
stop
gonna.
that. And this game didn't really hold your hand, and that's one thing I appreciate. Because a lot of games now are switching to holding your hand.
Yeah. They're like babying you through it.
But like a nav point or something, that's not holding your hand. That's just like saying, hey, you don't need to walk around the same area for 5
Right.
minutes.
No, I
Go over here.
actually, I had thought about that when I was playing through, and it reminded me of BioShock Infinite. On BioShock Infinite, there's you press, if you're playing on systems, you press down on your D-pad, or I think it's N on PC, and it gives you a waypoint on the ground to help you, like anytime you can use it. And
That would have been handy.
that would have been great. But yeah, this game, it's
Just
just
a lot of areas in Doom look the same.
Oh,
All
yeah.
orange and red and black.
yeah, it wasn't the most colorful game,
Yeah.
but
Oh, man.
Game, yeah. But I ended up giving it an 8 in terms of gameplay.
I gave it a 7.
You gave it a 7? Okay, there we go. That was
Another
closer.
thing, though, due to the not holding your hand, I didn't know like half the features in the game.
Yeah.
I was already in hell, which is like halfway through the game, before I learned that all these upgrades I've been getting for these weapons can be activated with the left trigger.
Yeah.
Like my shotgun pulls out a missile. I'm like, what?
Wait, you didn't know
What was
that?
I doing this whole
Really?
time? No.
Oh my gosh, dude, that sucks.
You're telling me.
Oh man. Yeah, I know this game. It's even just a little hint box, like just oh, by the way, you can do blah 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 to do this. You know. But there was none of that. It was literally just get up, start killing, beat the game.
Why?
Give us your money. You know.
Yeah. Hope you like buying Doom Eternal if you want a complete story.
There you go. Or maybe they'll do the Halo method and they'll just write a bunch of books they have to buy and then to get the whole thing.
Well, this is technically a reboot, right? It doesn't continue off the others?
Mm-mm. Well, no. But in the very beginning, in the opening cutscene, they have a little... They play like a little clip from 3.
And it's weird, like, I don't remember Doom Guy ever being brought to life with a portal thing.
Yeah,
like you wake up and you're on this satanic ritual thing.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck?
Why?
You just wake up
Doom
and
Guy was
demons.
just some marine that was like taking up arms against demons.
Right. Well, I think with the first one, the story goes that Doom Guy was just a marine who was told to, you know, keep watching near the door, and then after his teammates didn't come back, he went off to go find him, and that's how Doom began. This, you don't get any of that. There's nothing. It's just, okay, get up.
You're chained down.
Yeah, get up. Here's a pistol. Good luck. Get your Power Ranger suit and then go kill people.
Can we talk about how every other high-tech armor in that game looked like it was from Destiny?
Yeah.
Except Doom Guy, who looks like he's from Halo 3.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't know. The costumes, the armor.
I think they're called Praetors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They were
all
not
look like
original.
Destiny.
Yeah.
And that's kind of bad, because like a lot of games are moving towards that art style too. It's like, can you be original?
Right.
Doom has its own defined style. Just go with that.
Right, and I understand, like, if you're influenced by something, but if you're going to deliberately just copy and paste,
It literally looked like
it's
one
noticeable.
of the warlocks from Destiny.
Right. Yeah.
And even Samuel Hayden.
Yeah.
He looked like a Destiny guy. I think they're called the Guardians, right?
Guardians. Yeah.
I haven't played a lot of Destiny, but
I've played
that's
a
a
little bit.
story for another day.
That's Destiny. So yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of bad. There was good.
I did like the little Easter eggs they threw back to the original.
Yeah,
where, like,
that
you
was
find
cool.
little areas you could play through that were like 2-3 dimensional-ish, you know?
Yeah.
Like 2.5D. I think that's what I'll call it. 2.5.
2.5. There you go. The little dolls you could find.
Yes.
That was
one
cool.
of them was the Vault Boy from Fallout.
Yeah, that was cool. There was also a lot of secrets that were, that you could find that get hinted towards Fallout and Wolfenstein.
Skyrim.
One of the biggest ones, which is really early in the game, is before the intro cutscene, like the intro once you get to like the first vault door, if you look down on it, it says Vault Tech on it.
Oh yeah, I showed him that.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool, and Bethesda is connecting them some way.
It doesn't make sense, but yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but it's like, I think it was something like the main character from Wolfenstein is
BJ Blazkowicz.
Yeah, BJ Blazkowicz.
Like Doom Guy's grandson or something.
Yeah, something like that. So,
but like Skyrim takes place in its own universe. Talos is not Earth.
Yeah.
Fallout takes place on Earth, but it's also an Earth that's been destroyed,
obliterated. Yeah.
So how would Doom and Wolfenstein play into that? Or Quake?
I think. Well, I don't know. Let's think about that for a minute. I think Doom and Fallout would probably work the best. Like maybe Fallout happened and then Doom could be in a future, like in a farther future.
Yeah, maybe.
But it could also work with Wolfenstein being in the future, but it would have to be completely unrelated to Fallout.
Yeah.
So
the Bethesda cinematic universe does not work. It's just Easter eggs at this point.
Actually, it could work. Because...
Just alternate universes?
Right, just be alternate universes. Because technically Wolfenstein takes place in like the 60s.
Well, the weirdest one was in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
In the Brotherhood of Steel's blimp, I think it was called the Pridwin.
Yeah.
There's Nirnroots from Skyrim.
Really?
You're telling me that they flew their ship all the way to an alternate universe to Skyrim to pick up some roots that make noises?
Right. And then all of them come together, and now Doom, which is now the present day, which is also just in the future, is just reflecting on those. I don't know. I've heard multiple different rumors, but there's some sort of connection.
Prey is connected too.
Really?
I forgot
Prey?
that Prey is Bethesda too, yeah.
I feel like, well,
the whole station.
I think Prey and Doom would be more easily connected.
Yes, they're both in space. They don't even have to be related to each other.
Yeah, exactly. They're aliens? Okay, perfect.
Speaking of Prey, that game reminded me a lot of Doom.
Yeah, it does.
I think they were like made by the same people.
I think so.
Did it do Prey? I don't know.
We'll figure it out later. But
yeah, they were very similar.
Yeah.
In gameplay aspects.
Mm-hmm. And Doom draws a lot of influences from a lot of different games. It's kind of like how a bunch of games took influences from Doom, the original Doom.
The original Doom,
was
pretty much defined the first-person shooter
for
genre.
Sure. But the reboot took influences from just anything else Bethesda had been part of, which I felt like kind of made it lose a little bit of its touch, but not enough to make me hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, music.
Okay, here's its redeeming quality. I gave it a 10 out of 10.
I as well gave it a 10 out of 10.
Because it is metal, and it's
just metal and metal.
It's not like, oh, I'm a big metalhead. It's just, it fit the game so well. And if you haven't heard the main theme song, go do it now.
There was a big misconception. He believed that there was a song that was made with it using a chainsaw.
And they kind of did.
They kind of did, but not like a full-on, because we looked it up and we're like, we can't really find anything that was made with a chainsaw. Because it might be kind of hard to tune a chainsaw. I tell you what, if you figure it out, I would like to see that. No, but the soundtrack is great. And me, of course, being a metalhead, it just it drew to me a little bit more. So I'm playing. I'm like, oh, well, I know I'm trying to kill these demons, but can I find a corner and just rock out for a minute?
Nothing screams tearing through a demon's face.
Right. Than just
metal.
Than just an 8-string guitar with full distortion on. Just
So good.
It's so good. I loved it.
If anything set the atmosphere more than the music, it was probably the music.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And Halo, they had some metal aspects, like some alternative metal, but they were
mostly Halo 2.
Yeah, mostly Halo 2. But it's also very soft. It's very, ambient.
It's more epic.
Piano. Yeah, it's epic. But they did have some metal, but this soundtrack
Halo
was
is definitely not as gory as Doom.
Oh yeah, for sure. But this soundtrack was just completely metal. Could have used a little more new metal. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
But I love it. I loved it so much.
Doom is basically Gore the game.
Yeah, Gore the game.
If you got the bloody mess perk on in Fallout and just went to Mars, there you go.
You turn on there was this hack. That wasn't a hack, it was a cheat code on Tony Hawk's Underground, and you could it's just more blood. Pretty much the same amount of blood as in Doom, I think.
Not as much as the original Doom, though.
Not as much as the original Doom, yeah.
Puddle of jello. Man.
So overall, your experience, I gave it an 8.
6.
You gave it a 6. That's a passing right there.
Is D passing?
According to our teachers, but they might have just said that to make us feel better. Yeah, they might have just made that to make us feel better about our poor grades.
Yeah.
This, I wouldn't say playing through the story. I don't think I would play through again.
Yeah, there's not
except
really
for
that much replay value if you're just going for story, but if you're looking to tear through demons again.
Yeah, if you're just wanting to go in and just, shoot things, blow things up, then go for it.
If you really feel like being violent.
Right. Well, then again, it also has a multiplayer mode. So you can just go on multiplayer and do exactly the same thing. So, single player wise,
did not get to try that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that popular on Switch in terms of multiplayer. But I was able to play a few games on the PC, and it was hard.
It was hard?
It was hard because people are just jumping, flying across the map, and they're just beaming you with pistols. Just headshot. And it's crazy. I thought it was going to be more like Quake Champions, which was the most recent Quake game. and I've played that. It's it's a big old multiplayer game, and it's great. So I kind of figured, oh, well, I mean, the most recent Doom game, most recent Quake game, multiplayer should be similar. No, Doom was much harder to get used to.
Isn't it weird how all the very first-person shooters are all owned by the same person now?
Yeah.
Quake, Doom,
Wolfenstein. But those games, I don't know what they had. They just had the formula down. Just a first-person shooter on. Even if the gun was just right in front of you, and other people were like, oh, maybe if we put the gun inside of you. Oh, let's aim down our sights, But that game was definitely the game that, made the first-person shooter genre what it was today.
Indeed.
Whether some people are happy with it, because I know not everyone likes first-person shooters anymore, like they did back in the early 2000s.
They're following a general trend of putting money above quality,
and they're not really that innovative. It's they're like, oh, but you can do special features where you can do special abilities and put extra attachments. It's like, yeah, we don't want that though. Like, how do you make the first-person shooter genre more, original? And then when you look back on it, it's like, well, Doom and Quake, those are actually pretty simple games. Back then it was like, whoa, this is weird, like this is crazy. But now it's like, yes, it was, they're legendary games and they were, big influences on what became a crazy big genre. But now it's like, everything else that came after it was way more innovative than what Doom and Quake ever was, And I don't think people ever look back on that anymore. People aren't ever like, oh, I think Call of Duty 4 was a big influence on the shooter series. It's like, not really. I've heard a lot of people say that for that game specifically. It's like, oh, it's not really. I mean, I've even told people, it's like, I think Quake and Doom are probably the biggest influences, if not the first.
Quake, Doom, and GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Unfortunately.
GoldenEye 007. That one was definitely an innovator of the series, but I still don't think it was as big of a deal as Doom and Quake, for sure.
They were like the first ones.
Right. I mean, but Doom, it was like, oh, you just get this brand new game on your computer, and it's like, oh, it's demons, it's bloody, it's gory, it's big, it's a lot of guns,
Well, speaking of which,
007 was just kind of like, oh, well, I like James Bond. I mean, it's just may as well play that,
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Well, speaking of which, we played the original Doom.
We did play the original Doom, and in part of taking away from Thrift Shop, we wanted to play the original Doom because we needed to feel happy about this game, and so it was actually really fun. We actually almost made it through the entire first chapter of the game, and we just kept dying.
Yeah, I mean,
you had to use your chainsaw.
I actually like that game more than Doom 2016.
Really? Do we need to play Doom? Do we need to do some more Doom? I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I don't know.
Doom Eternal or whatever that game's gonna be.
Please no. Not on Switch at least.
Not on Switch, yeah. But yeah, so we played Doom for this month's kind of little bonus.
I enjoyed it a lot more than Haze, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. You know what? I don't think Haze was bad. I think you just didn't give it enough credit. The most important thing is that they tried.
Are you literally just speaking out your butt right now?
I am.
Don't give it any more credit than it needs.
Coming up next, Danny, Kaylee, Spyro. Next Spyro game. Coming up on the 1st. And then after that,
hold on. Challenger approaching.
We're playing Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
We're playing Smash Ultimate, the World of Light. He's more excited than I am, but it'll be fun. I haven't played it. You have played it.
Yeah.
So, and he's been stressing, trying not to tell me anything about it because he doesn't want to spoil anything for me. So
good, man.
Yeah, I actually am excited to play that. So that's really it. Oh, actually, no. What did you? So you gave it? I gave it a 42. You gave it a
28.
28. So that's a 70. So C minus.
I don't think he deserves a C minus.
I think it's just a D.
I feel like if I played it on Xbox, it would probably gotten a.
Oh yeah, I probably would have.
But
maybe 71.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys later.
Zap on.
Zap off.